Have you noticed this about CM Punk and what WWE is doing? Well, if you haven't, good, because I'm about to tell you about it, and that's what today's video is all about, because CM Punk has done some really great work since returning to WWE at Survivor Series in November of 2023, right? He was booked at that show, big surprise at that show in Chicago. I mean, the place went nuts. They had to go and retrieve the roof that he blew off that night, right? And so since then, they've used him very well. He's been doing promos. He made his in-ring return against Dominic Mysterio at a live event at MSG. He worked another one in Inglewood, and then the Royal Rumble happened. And it's like, oh, how fate is a cruel, cruel person, right? Because it was 10 years, literally almost to the date, that he had this last WWE match in January of 2014, where he had enough and he walked out of the company, something in which he addressed very well and documented very well on an appearance on the Colt Cabana podcast. It later led to a lawsuit. Colt Cabana, as defendants from a civil lawsuit against Dr. Chris Amon. And then he did his thing in the UFC, and then he went to AEW, and the AEW run was eventful, right? And it wasn't all good. Let's be honest. What is his AEW run going to be remembered by? It's not going to be his exceptional feud with MJF. It's not going to be him winning the AEW world title from Hangman Page. It's not him winning the world title for a second time from Jon Moxley, right? It's not going to be those things. We're going to remember his AEW run for All Out Brawl Out with the Elite, for the All In incident with Jack Perry. Forget him teaming with FTR and paying tribute to Bret Hart. Forget him putting over young talent on the mic in his early days of his AEW run. So now that leads me to think, how can WWE capitalize on this? Well, they've already done so. They've already capitalized on CM Punk so much better than I ever thought once he got injured, because he tore his triceps in that Royal Rumble match when taking a Future Shock DDT from Drew McIntyre. Now, following that show, WWE had to make some major changes to their WrestleMania 40 plans, because just like with Roman Reigns and The Rock, they had to make changes to Seth Rollins and the World Heavyweight title. Just like The Rock trying to intervene and get the Roman Reigns singles match and take away the Roman Reigns-Cody Rhodes rematch for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship, they made that a tag. All right, we know what we saw. Roman and Rock, they went over Cody and Rollins on night 1. Night 2, you had Roman drop the undisputed WWE Universal title to Cody Rhodes. So that leads me back to Punk was originally supposed to challenge Seth Rollins for the World Heavyweight title at WrestleMania 40. He tore his triceps. Boom, Punk's on the shelf for several months. All right, you put Drew McIntyre, he wins the Elimination Chamber match. Boom, he attacks CM Punk and continuously mocks this man on social media. It's been a lot of fun. So you have CM Punk. He appears on commentary for the Drew McIntyre versus Seth Rollins world title match. Okay? You had that fantastic Raw segment a few weeks prior. And you have Punk continuously appear on television. WWE has avoided a massive mistake that they could have easily made and no one would have bashed an eye, right? Or blinked an eye. You could bash an eye as well. That would be a lot of fun, a lot of stress relief, if you know what I mean. And so by not having him off television, not only did it continuously build a future program between Drew McIntyre and Punk, it also put a huge spotlight on Drew McIntyre as a worthy challenger. It also got people to tune in to Monday Night Raw. It got people to buy a ticket to Monday Night Raw. And then by having him on commentary for WrestleMania, it added intrigue. Okay, what's going to happen if Drew and Punk get into it, right? Is CM Punk going to come back early? Like, there's so many different points to this, and they avoided such a massive mistake. Now, obviously, we know that Drew McIntyre, in character, after beating Rollins, got into the face of Punk after the match, right? And Punk laid him out, hit him with the old arm brace, if you will. Damian Priest came out, boom, cashed in Money in the Bank, boom, won the world title, boom. CM Punk cost Drew McIntyre the World Heavyweight title. Now, Drew McIntyre is heck bent on going after CM Punk. Fast forward to the WrestleMania Fallout episode of Monday Night Raw. In Philadelphia, you have Punk go in there and he does a promo. Now, it's off camera, but he does a promo to the local fans. And this is also another brilliant thing that they're doing with him. They're not doing it everywhere. They're just doing it at bigger markets, whether that be Chicago, right? Or in this case, Philadelphia. He's done it other places as well of Punk. All you got to do, you make an appearance. Everybody loves it. Hey, we got to see CM Punk. It was a dark segment. Woo! Oh, and by the way, have him cut a babyface promo saying, hey, the next time WWE is in town for an event, you best believe I'll have my working boots on. I'll be working. I'll be showing up. So it gives them a 2-part slam dunk advantages, okay, of selling more tickets. You get Punk to show up and make the crowd happy. In some cases, you could even sell tickets to say, hey, CM Punk's going to be at the show. And oh, by the way, when you're at this show, be on the lookout when we return, because the guy that appeared just for you and mentioned your city is going to be back with us working, doing wrestling matches, doing promos, whatever. The next time we come, make sure you buy your ticket. And oh, by the way, tickets are going on sale shortly, and here's your promo code to get a pre-sale discount. Like, this is just levels above others. And it's brilliant the way that WWE is strategizing this by using CM Punk as a pick to go and you sell additional tickets, or you get more intrigue, or you get more money, or whatever metric you want to use, or whatever agenda you want. Like, the mastery of this is brilliant. And I just feel like it's flying under the radar. It's like, no. The business aspect of this is just hands down brilliant. And I think Triple H, I think Nick Khan, I think WWE, they should be commended for the way that they have used Punk up to this point, despite a major setback, keeping him out of in-ring action because of a freaking injury. Now, let me know down in the comments area below whether or not you think that WWE has done wonders with this. Where could they improve? Let me know down in the comments area below.